This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, set.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50, Mike 50. I'm coming. Fair. Back. Bang. Check 43. Big River.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Bound to lose one. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, Sam off. Check 24. Tight dog. 22 jet bomber. Snap.
Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Kill. Hey, orbit. Blue draw corkers.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He completes it to Tate. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Go!
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Jim. Two. Black. Mike 29.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Let's go, folks.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Check three. Watch twist.
X3. 218, chop. 2.
29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Play fake. Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action now, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, it's Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Cousins lets it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Second down, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies. What's that?
1st down. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, 382, lane 50.
Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Two. Good route here.
No.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hard. Under 10. 10.
Check the backer.
Rock it. Fresno. Check 4.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Look, squeeze. Check 50. You're out. Slant. Switch. Gone. Check 9. 5.
Off play action. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be brought back to the 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Hey, check right. 80 weapons. 300. Check 49. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Sponge, 61, matchbox lights. Check three. Watch 20. Sam off. Check 50. Go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Hey, lock it. Check 20. Hard. Save. Rock it. Recon, 132. Ready?
On second down at 4. Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Look at me. Go. 25. Check 25. Let's go.
Jones now to throw on third down. It's caught. Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Squeeze. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky. Shit. Get it.
On first and 10, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
I can't believe they even let you play. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Hey, Alpha. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 3, check.
You're out. Gone, gone. Snap.
Jones operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The hot! Ready?
Get him! Get him! Get him! Check your hot read. '29 is Mike 29. Get your swerve on!
Rush in! Lucky 50! Rush in!
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check, check, 47. Hey, they scared. They scared. You go tight. You go tight.
2, 2, 2.
Show it up. Show it up.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, yellow. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Listen to me.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He's crouching. He's checking crack.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, echo.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Gun.
Bud, be ready, be ready.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, can't. Wide.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, watch this.
They're working out of the gun. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
Gun. Can't.
On 1st and 10, Cousins going to throw deep for the open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, 27 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Jones throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Reset. 55, Mike, 55.
Now Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down.
You better be afraid of me.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. 47.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Throwing, Jones. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 54. Not here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Ready?
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I got it. Watch the eye.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Shepard. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 43 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Rosas now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Go!
Throwing on first down. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Throwing again on second down. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. 17 yards and a giant first down. Jones throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Tight dog. Hey, Sam on.
Kill.
Check. Leo.
Check 31.
To try again after the sack. Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch it. Hey, lock it.
Alert flare.
Hard. Rock it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened